It was the time at 9:11:01 a.m. and p.m. would have been good morning, Houston, Texas, and good evening, Astana, Kazakhstan. Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel, The March of Truth for Our Youth. I'm your host, Cisco D, and today's presentation is noted as Operation Sumter, which includes What Say You? An open letter to President Donald J. Trump. There are three preludes to the open letter to Donald J. Trump. First, a plea. Enough of the games. To the sports heroes, grow up, retire, quit, give it up. You are seemingly like high-class racehorses and gladiators, moon-blinked early in your youth. Enough of the games. The Coliseum floors are fully saturated with the blood of innocence. As the games continue on, so too do the unjust wars and confusion continue on, with much due to your role in the implementation of manipulations and pacifications. You help detract and distract from the important issues of life, and also help feed fuel to the fires of corporate greed. Please, do not allow they and them to continue to use and abuse you simply to further their contemptuous agendas. Do something real with your lives. To you sports enthusiasts, find a better and more productive course of enjoyment. Choose not to continue down the path that the masters of the matrix steer you on to. Be the individual that you were meant to be. Do something special with your time. Can you at least keep an open mind and listen to the factual evidences and consider supporting the movement of truth with your beings? And second, a poem. Either or, peace or war. The power of the pen or the power of the fist. Which will it be that you put on your list of things to do when the future comes? Will you sing for peace or beat war drums? What will you do with the many voices of reason so loudly ringing in your ear? Will you stand tall, proud, and uprightly, or shamefully cower down in fear? What will you do if you feel you are wrong? Will you change your tune or sing the same song? Which will it be from which you choose? Will we all win, or we all lose? Decisions, decisions, what if and when? Will you scribe healing words in ink with your pen? Which will it be that you put on your list? Hopefully not draw blood with your almighty fist. To you the power is given, whether either or. Will it be love, understanding, and peace? Or hate, confusion, and war? Should you choose the latter, she shall surely die, and her loss shall be lamented as ashes fill the sky. This was written on 03/03/03. On 03/1903, he, George W. Longshanks Bush, chose the latter, hate, confusion, and war. Which will it be that you put on your list? And third, now a question. Now comes the ball. One would not wish to attend the ball wearing a stained garment. Why would one want to dance to the future on a floor built with lies? And now, what say you to the man-chosen president, commander-in-chief, chief caretaker of the people and the affairs of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump? Congratulations on yours and the people's amazing victory. I am Francisco Di Nostromo. I now speak on behalf of the deceived, and Team We and Us, and the March of Truth for Our Youth. The people have loudly spoken, whereas my voting voice was silent. I now humbly pose this question to President Donald J. Trump and all members of the Republican Party in general. Mr. Trump, ladies and gentlemen of the Republican Party, concerning events 9/11/01, what say you? Do you support the stated explanations of the George W. Bush administration and the Barack Hussein Obama administrations as to who and how these atrocious and egregious events of 9/11/01 took place? Or do you stand in support of the many facts standing in dispute, established by very many eyewitness accounts and testimonial, and also the many facts standing in dispute, established by the unbreakable laws of physics, and also the many facts standing in dispute, established by lengthy and thorough investigative processes by experts in many fields of pertinent study, including over 1,000 architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth, which collectively these facts state and purport that the dark events that took place on 9/11/01 were, quote, inside jobs, meaning that the government's offered explanations are felonious in all regards. Sir, it appears that the framing of the Islamic Muslim extremists for the, quote, terrorist acts of 9/11/01 has caused devastation and harm to the credibility of America and is the root causation for all subsequent unjust and injurious violence, which has undone and worsened the stability of the world and has caused irreparable damage to the lives of millions. Although there is much more investigation required and there still may be evidences to surface which may implicate the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, regardless of this possibility, as to the stated basis and form of accusation, the current veracity dictates otherwise. Mr. Trump, you say you are a voice for the people. Please understand this. The ramifications of your answer may do much in allaying the strife between the Islamic peoples of the world and the non-Islamic peoples of the world, or your answer may add fuel to the fire and thus inflame the strife. Sir, will you assist in reviving and resurrecting the truth for the benefit of all, or will you allow the vine of truth to continue to wither away and perish? Sir, I would ask of you that while in your prayer closet, please consider your answer with the wisdom which was Solomon's, for many lives depend upon your verdict. I pray that you would help right the wrongs, spare the gallons of potential lost blood, stay the millions of sad songs, and protect and keep dry all our cheeks from the many years of cold, soul-dampening tears. Sir, unfortunately, war is already at your door. One's courage to fight these criminal elements and their assault against the truth must be fortified with one's faith in the truth. Although I believe I know how you will answer, I again ask, will you be a warrior for truth or an enemy of truth? The question stands. On my personal part, your answer is unfortunately mandatory, and a public response would be welcomed, as the events which took place on 9/11/01 and subsequently thereafter have been made to be public spectacles of injustices and are due more than just deep regrets and apology. I and the world anxiously await your reply. Dear sir, As-salam alaikum to you and yours. A real peace within, simply attained from one's faith in truth. In Jesus' name, may our Creator's continued blessings of the breath of life be breathed in bounty to each and every one. Salute. Sincerely, Cisco D. Nostromo. In continuation to my subscribers, first, thank you for your patience while hanging with me through my lapse in production. Though this letter addresses Mr. Trump and the Republican Party, I am sure you sense the greater implications being made. so please forgive me, but I have to ask this question of you concerning Events 91101. What do you believe? Concerning the events of 11 September 2001, it is my personal opinion, no person who disbelieves and denies the overwhelming evidence supporting the truth should ever be permitted to take any seat of leadership, whether it be federal, state, city, or local, etc. To allow a disbeliever of the truth to sit in a power seat would be ludicrous. The only accomplishment with the installments of non-believers in seats of power is to continue the status quo's onslaught against we and us and the truth. It is more fitting and logical to fill this seat with truth, so as to properly facilitate the rebuilding of the ballroom dance floor. The acceptance of this reality is paramount to our successful campaign. The time to define and know our enemies has come. This question needs to be addressed by everyone, whether these are independent voters, Republican, Democrat, Constitutionalists, or the many disenfranchised who do not vote. One way to pose this question to the masses and cause its desired effect is for you to make it go viral. The line of absolute demarcation must be drawn. No lukewarm, hot, or cold. This effort is not about me in this channel, for as you can see, I have chosen not to monetize it, for I believe the truth is not for sale. This effort is plainly and simply about truth. If you believe that you and we were told lies, you might then address the image in your mirror and ask them what you may do or what you should do about it. If the spirit of your image replies, "Am I not your brother, and you my keeper?" what then say you? Our numbers must grow exponentially. Action now must be taken. Those asleep must awaken. Strong, offensive opposition must and will be applied against the national sleep foundations of the New World Order elites, these being mainstream media and the Central Intelligence Agency and the Houses and Senates of both federal and state governments, those who lull us to our sleep in which we groggily walk and talk. So your assistance in furthering these efforts in any way you can will be most appreciated and respected. Your voice, combined with the voices of many others, is an awesome force speaking out for truth. Believe it. Thank you once more, Cisco D. One must stand up against the lies or stand down because of them. Now comes Operation Sumter. Team We and Us now fight a new civil war of words, the war between the statements concerning Events 91101, the statements of the truth versus the statements of the lies. We and Us, those who believe that Events 91101 were inside jobs, versus they and them, those who support the lies and the liars, those who perpetrated and executed Events 91101. I will not allow these lies to stand, nor will I rest or relent in resurrecting the truth. It's what I am about. What are you about? Remember the events of 11 September 2001. Remember these in truth. To the youth of this nation and the world, I need you. We need you to stand and be counted and to be counted upon, to assist in saving not only your future, but also for all of us, your brothers and sisters as well. Please hear the calling and then take action. It's must or a bust. Thank you for your time. You're welcome from mine. Sincerely not your most perfect or patriotic. I am Cisco D. Nostromo. Good day and good night. And please remember, luck has nothing to do with it. We must make it so. To those who voted, be responsible for your vote. I am Francisco D. Nostromo. I am a bearer of bad news. but also of good news. I have spoken. I will speak again. It's your turn now. Pass or pass it on.